Today's video is going to be very different because I'm going to be trading alongside gisting you about how my week has gone. You're going to see how I signed up from the university, and don't forget, even the awakening program. Hosted by Pastor Bolaji at Vestas International Christian Center. I'm going to be carrying you along with all this.
So guys, before we start gisting, let's take a look at the trades I took this week. I actually shared them on my Telegram channel, so if you're not there yet, you are missing out. We started the week with a class where we were discussing Forex growth, and while we were in this class, we saw a setup to buy GBP USD. Seeing this W pattern, and the candle moved over 15 pips in profit, and we break even. Then this trade reversed and hit our break even. At this point, since we are not losing anything, we are fine. And on to the next, I still show them that the account is still at $5,700. Hold up, I know you'll be wondering, where did he see this huge capital to trade? I am just leveraging on proprietary firm. So if you want to also have huge capitals or big capital to trade with, leverage on proprietary firm. And the thing is, if you use my coupon code, you'll be getting 5% discount. The link for more is in the description box. Hurry now and take advantage of this opportunity so you can start trading with big capital. Moving on, we saw another setup the following day, or I marked out my point of interest rather, and I sent it to them, telling them that I'll be expecting a W pattern that will confirm my entry. We waited, and price actually did that, gave the W pattern, and I sent this setup to the group and we took it. The trade was a bit choppy, but it moved 15 pips. I immediately told them to break even on this trade. And why the break even this trade, there was an high impact news. It was the high impact news that reversed and took us out on this trade. So that's two break even. I saw another entry again. I sent it to the group again. We entered this trade. I told them to apply proper risk management. I sent them the stop loss value, or the stop loss price rather. This trade moved immediately, 15 pips. We break even on this trade at this point. Now, the reason why I always break even is because I do not always want to make a winning trade later turn to a loss. So it is better to tighten my stop and secure the profit I already have already. So in that sense, even if the trade wants to reverse, because I cannot, predict the outcome of the trade, or I rather say I don't know the outcome of the trade. So if the trade wants to reverse back, it is good we do not lose anything than, a trade that is already in profit now later turn to a huge loss. Then this trade reversed, making us have 3 break-even in a week already. And I said something. I said our trades have been eating break-even lately. Well, someday you don't get anything from the markets, but you still have to show up consistently. We have to just focus on the process over the profit. Since my is going to play out.
Now let me take you to the gist. Something happened this week, and I'm very grateful to God because I just signed out of the university. It is a very difficult one, a very stressful one. Everyone in university can understand that there are going to be times where you are going to give up. And it is that time when I want to give up. When I had pain, that's where I discovered purpose. Because I can remember my exam, I wanted to write 302 or something that time. And I was reading and studying. But it got to a point I was stuck with these botanical names. You know how they can be. You can be yen, tapeworms, and the botanical name Wizard Sativa, the Aquaria Superpe. Sincerely, all my intention was I'm just cramming for this exam, and I just want to pass this exam. But it's very difficult for me to, comprehend and, assimilate these botanical names because I didn't even understand what I'm making. I felt pain and I just dropped my book somewhere. And the next thing I did was I just picked up my phone and I went to YouTube. And I met Jeffrey Benson video with Shams. And we were just calling figures like $10,000, $20,000.
That I made almost $17,000. I was so happy.
I was like, people are making this money in this country, $10,000, $10,000. What are they doing? Then I started saying Forex trading, this, that. I was like, this Forex trading, I'm going to know it because of this money I'm hearing. But that was the first mistake I made. I was focusing on the money, the $10,000, not knowing what they know to actually, make that money. Like what Jim Rohn is going to say, it is who you become before you get the money. So they became something before they can acquire that money. That was why I first missed it at first. But I give gratitude that for my pain, I discovered Forex trading. So on my journey, I can remember I had exam a particular night and I funded account of $50. Guys, I took a signal. I don't know about risk management. I don't know about analysis. I don't know about sessions. I just took the trading in the Asia session. A trade that support, like, imagine trading GBP USD in Asia session when there's low volume, low volatility. And guys, I slept because the trade was not moving very well. I slept and I woke up and my account was wiped totally. Like, everything was gone. Due $50. And I have exam in the morning. Imagine carrying that kind of psychology or financial pain, emotional pain, taking it to the exam hall. And I was just in the exam and I was seeing questions. One thing I learned is that you have to get proper knowledge before you do any kind of investment. You don't just focus about the aspect of profit or income.
So fast forward to now, you can see the way I approach trading and I manage my trades on this Telegram channel. It is a bit different from how I started out. It's very obvious that there is growth in my trading approach. I sent a markup where I'm expecting price. That's my point of interest. The following day, price came there, gave me a W pattern, and the trend line is there, support is there. All my confidence lies here, and I shoot my shot. I sent a message that you should break even on this trade. And this trade reversed again, I'm sure. Yes, it reversed again. It was out on break even. And I was just like, okay, they should still stay active because I'm still seeing an opportunity to still buy GBP USD. We saw this opportunity. I sent it to the group and, we're up on this trade. We break even on this trade. And while we break even, we're just waiting for it to play out. We waited and waited. There was a news, FOMC news, very high impact news, but we already have our trade at break even already. So if anything wants to happen, we'll not be losing anything on this trade. This news moved over 40 pips and we even made more than 1 to 2 weeks reward. I actually made over 1 to 3. I made over 1 to 3 on this trade. And speaking of growth, this week was not only about the chart. Even spiritually, I had a massive growth.
I got to know about Awakening from Pastor Bolaji's page, and Pastor Bolaji is one of the pastors I have watched that changed my mindset. Before a man can be transformed, before a man can grow, how is thinking? Let's change. So he said some things from the videos I've watched on his YouTube channel on if those things affected my thoughts, affected my mindset, and every stronghold that is, not, exalting himself above the imagination of Christ was totally put down. And seeing Awakening in Lagos, Apostle Shwasiama coming to Lagos. Another person that, Apostle is another person that I call you my mentor, my Oga, my pastor, the person that have changed. You see, mindset, when it comes to mindset, the person that allowed me to see the world in a better way. It made me have a clear and a better perception. It made me have a good worldview. I celebrate Apostle. Thank you, sir, for not giving up. Thank you for being stubborn in your dreams. Let me not just flatter you with words. I'm just saying that Apostle is going to be coming here today live, and I will not be here. I know. Watching him on YouTube alone has changed my mind. So seeing him physically, like, Deep is calling it deep. We are seeing ourselves today. No. It's going to be another one. It's going to be something that I am very, very, very strengthened. And I know that it's going to be very great. You take a look like with me. Somebody that changed my mindset is doing this kind of thing. Just think around. Take a look around. Guys, this is the glory of God.
To wrap it up, here is how my week closed on the chart. On Thursday, I did not send any trade at all because some of my trading system criteria were not met. So I had to just let that slide. The same thing on Friday. I started the week with $5,700 and I ended the week with $5,800. I said I added plus 1.5% to this account this week. It's a profitable week again. And I trust they also had a profitable week just following my trading setup. Actually, that is my week. Signing out of this, being at the Awakening program as well as trading. So if you don't want to miss out of my trades, do well to check the link in the description box to subscribe to my Telegram channel. Don't forget to subscribe so that YouTube can share these videos to other traders. I'm going to see you in the next episode. See you guys.